party anyway? I don't see any of my friends here.
So make some new ones. Well, Nancy.
Oh, hi, Jordan.
Great house, Jordan.
Oh, it's lovely.
Well, I'm certainly glad you like it.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Wonder where he dug up the dough.
I don't know. If you were an architect in my firm, I'd check his accounts.
Hey, Sam, old buddy. Hey, you look so different. I hardly recognized you. I'm Jordan. It's a toupee. You're wearing a toupee, aren't you? Nope. Well, that explains it then.
Hello. Hi, Betsy. Oh, your house is just glorious.
Terrific.
Thank you. Oh, do you know Gary? Hi, Gary.
Hi, Betsy.
I thought your husband's name was Hugh. Oh, it is, but Gary's a kind of change of pace. Oh. Pretty foxy pad, Jordan.
Glad you like it. Where's Brian?
We broke up. Kept insisting on getting married.
I thought you were married.
Don't be obscene. Yay, see you. How doing? Oh, with all the people here.
I beg your pardon.
House. Can I help you, Jessica? Oh, fabulous chair, Bitsy, darling. You weren't thinking of copying it, were you? Oh, Bitsy, darling, how could one interior designer say that to another? You will forgive me. Of course, darling.
Excuse me. Sorry. Hi. Would you mind if I have two of these? It's kind of scary in there.
Hey, take it easy.
It's a housewarming. You don't happen to know who she is, do you?
Why don't you ask her?
Enough of that stuff, dear.
You're gross, Herbert. Really gross.
That's it.
First bedroom on your left.
Thanks.
I'm really enjoying it.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. Okay. The party was a total eclipse. Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
that is. Then you outdid yourself on that house, buddy.
Honest, Angela?
Honest as we
Thank you for
are.
coming.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, I better give you my new address. Oh, okay. What is my new address?
1961 Pound Drive.
1961 Palm Drive.
Got it. Good night. Good night.
Night. I don't know why we have to leave so early.
We're practically the last ones out.
Kidding. Oh, wonderful party. I don't know when I've had such a good time. I look forward to having you again. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Hey, Sam, old buddy. That toupee does wonders for you, you know that? You gotta wear it all the time.
Okay, I'll do that.
Fabulous party, darling.
Oh, thank you, Jessica.
Oh, you know, I just can't seem to find the words to express what you've done with this house.
Don't let that worry you, darling. Imitation's still the sincerest form of flattery.
Jordan, dear. Good night, both of you. Good night. Marvelous evening. Just marvelous.
Thank you for a very nice evening.
We enjoyed having you.
You need some help.
Oh, no, thanks. One thing you can say for Ethel is she's considerate. She keeps the old weight down. Night.
Good night. Watch the step there.
Wasn't that party sensational?
Yeah, couldn't have been better.
Everybody adored the house.
Everybody except you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I suppose you thought it was clever telling Laura Cunningham that your design in the den overcame an architectural flaw.
It did.
If there's one thing I pride myself on as an architect, It is an eye for balanced construction.
If you had a better eye for balanced construction, you wouldn't have spent so much of the evening with that Underwood girl.
Oh, I might have known.
That was one real pipperoo party, wasn't it?
I thought so.
Right.
But when they're over.
You are a fine one to talk. Every time I looked your way, Tom Harris was biting your ear.
He's a client. I'm redesigning his office.
Better wear earmuffs.
I'll wear anything. I darn well please.
Can I get you anything? Food, coffee, weapons?
I worked on this house for 5 years.
No, thank you, Thelma.
You had plenty of time to comment.
I did.
Oh, thank you. I thought I'd gone blind.
Jordan?
Hey, Sam, hi, buddy. Let's go have a little drink, huh? Want it? See you later, buddy.
All right, let's get it out into the open right now. What else don't you like about this house?
We didn't need recessed niches in the shower for highball glasses.
Charlie Bennett liked it in his house.
Charlie Bennett doesn't take a shower here.
We don't have a bunch of Europeans living here either, but you wanted a bidet. Who's that?
Probably some clown with the wrong address.
Mr. Ferguson.
2 doors down.
Who is that?
Some clown with the wrong address. It's what I get for marrying a know-it-all.
Just who are you calling a know-it-all, Jordan Blake?
You. You've been one from the very beginning.
Would you care to be more specific?
Okay, take our honeymoon.
What about our honeymoon?
You insisted we go to Lake Kusahuchi.
So?
It rained every day we were there.
It rained every day of our honeymoon?
My mother told me.
What other little nuggets of news has your mother told you?
You leave my mother out of this.
I'd love to leave your mother out of everything. Your mother and your father and your flaky Uncle Harold who gets all his mail in plain brown wrappers.
What about
leaving
your
now.
flaky brother?
My brother's not flaky.
I'm gonna
You're
go.
right, Bitsy. Your brother isn't
See you in the
flaky.
morning.
He's a card-carrying idiot.
That's just exactly the kind of remark you could expect from a grown man. Who still squeezes the toothpaste tube from the middle. This conversation's over. I'm going to bed.
You're a fine one to talk about toothpaste tubes. What did you cut with my razor this time? Linoleum?
I don't have to answer to that.
I don't understand you, Bitsy.
That's for sure.
We scrimped and saved and worked since the day we were married. Get the house we really wanted. With all this space for me and a studio for you, and now that we finally got it, you're blowing the whole thing.
I'm blowing the whole thing. You got mad because I told Laura Cunningham...
There are no architectural flaws in this house. In my opinion, your behavior is selfish, opinionated, and childish. Well, what do you think of that?
Veronica Tunks.
That's cruel. That is really cruel. We swore that that name would never be mentioned again.
Veronica Tunks, Veronica Tunks, Veronica Tunks, Veronica Tunks, Veronica Tunks, Veronica Tunks!
I remember summer breezes, soft as dandelions, all of one and wistful faces in a world that never was. Sunburned girls in sleeveless jackets, apple ripe for ready gold, gaily swinging tennis rackets down the lanes of long ago. Once the world was bright and fancy, was it only make-believe? And the one who talked like fancy wasn't Nancy, was
What are you doing? on, Betsy, let me in, huh? What? Hey, Betsy, it's getting cold out here. Come on. Honey, I think I'm starting to get mad.
Get in here, but break the door.
Okay, Betsy. I'm gonna break it. Ah!
Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning, Thelma.
Mr. Blake's clothes were all over the front yard.
I know.
What do you want me to do with them?
Whatever pleases you.
Oh. Well, you gotta admit it doesn't rain ready to wear every day.
True.
Just gonna make me come right out and ask you, aren't you?
I threw them out the bedroom window.
Was Mr. Blake wearing any of them at the time?
No,
Well, that's something.
unfortunately.
What would you like for breakfast?
Nothing, thank you.
Eggs, pancakes, French toast?
No, please.
I know a terrific hangover cure.
I don't have a hangover.
Well, you ought to have something.
I'm going to have something. I'm going to have a divorce.
A divorce? You can't do that.
Why can't I?
What, don't you know what happens to women who live alone?
They don't fight with their husbands.
They get raped and murdered and worse.
Worse. What could be worse?
I'll show you what's worse. For instance, you take this Kuchenschmerz case in Kansas City.
I read about it in the papers.
She was tortured for 4 days.
She was also a bigamist.
Yeah. Imagine having a choice of still calling yourself Mrs. Kuchenschmerz.
If you can live alone, I can live alone.
That's different.
I don't see how.
Well, for one thing, I'm always prepared.
All right, what do I need to be prepared?
Well, for openers, you need a hat pin and a police whistle. How's your screaming?
Loud and piercing.
Okay, but a lot depends upon attitude, too. The one thing that's protected me all these years from criminals is that they can sense I'm absolutely fearless.
Then I'll be fearless and divorced.
Thelma.
I tripped.
Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Want me to help you up?
Not unless you're ready for breakfast.
No, just take your time.
know you said casual. I guess I overdressed.
Did you sign anything?
Your Honor?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Blake versus Blake.
Yes, sir.
Elizabeth and Jordan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sit down, please. Now, this is off the record. Seems to me I married you, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's why I called this meeting from my chambers. When one of my marriages falls apart, I consider it a reflection on my work. Have you two seen a marriage counselor?
Your Honor, I wonder if I might...
Let your client speak for herself. Have you two seen a marriage counselor?
Oh, no, sir, Your Honor.
Why not?
Because he's the one that's doing all the
time, please. Mrs. Blake.
I don't need counseling. He does.
That is not true, Your Honor. She's the one who needs it.
You see? When I tried to reason with him, he went in the bathroom and he turned his back.
That's the way it works with men in bathrooms.
Have you tried to work things out between you in a fair and civilized manner?
How could we work things out? When she locked me out of my own house that it took me 5 years and every dollar I could lay my hands on to build.
Is this true?
Well, yes, sir, Your Honor. But that's my house, too, and I worked just as hard on it, and I put in just as much money as he did.
I need that house. Your Honor, I'm an architect. My office is in it. Well, it's a showcase of what I can do.
That goes for me, too. Everything I know about interior design went in that house, and especially my studio.
I will not grant a divorce hearing until both parties have consulted with a marriage counselor.
Your Honor, what about the house? My client...
The house, as community property, will be occupied by both parties until a further ruling is made. And during the period of joint occupancy, there must be no attempts to harass or molest each other.
You don't have to worry about that.
What do you mean he gets to share the house?
It's community property.
Well, that's ridiculous. I think you should throw him out bodily. Whose fabric is this?
Vanderhoff's. I can't just throw him out.
Don't mean you should do it physically, darling. But surely there must be a service in Beverly Hills who can do it for you. This come from Hornaday?
It's an import.
Terribly quaint. You know, darling, I never wanted to say anything to you before because, well, I didn't want to hurt you. I always thought there was something just a little bit, about Jordan.
100% wool. Skane dyed.
How much?
$17.50 wholesale. What did you mean about Jordan being a little bit?
Well, surely you must know, darling, or you wouldn't be divorcing him.
Jessica, I am terribly busy.
Be so touchy, darling. I just came by to cheer you up.
You've done a great job. I couldn't ask for anything more.
All right, I'm going. But remember, darling, I've been through this divorce bit. So look, if you have any questions, you just feel free to call me day or night, especially about finances. If I do say so myself, I got a very satisfactory settlement. I took him for everything but his tattoos.
You know what your big mistake was? Getting married in the first place.
I didn't get married in the first place. I didn't get married until I met Bitsy.
Oh, why'd you get married then?
Because I wanted to. Besides, she wouldn't.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know?
I tried.
With my girl?
I try them all.
Well, some of us want more than a sample, and we actually buy the product.
So what do you got to show for your investment?
I got the office, I've got half the house. I'm king of my own castle.
Half of a castle without a moat to protect you.
From what, dragons?
You should be so lucky. If I had a choice between dragons and wives, I'd take dragons any day.
Such a nice night, what you might enjoy being outside.
Good idea. After all, that's what California living's all about. Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Who's that?
My wife. If you'll just sit right here, Mr. Anderson.
I think I'll be more comfortable here.
I don't want to get the sun in my eyes.
No, of course not. Now, you're going to like these plans. You'll find they're not only functional, but extremely pleasing to the eye. Mr. Anderson?
Yes?
I said these plans are functional and extremely pleasing to the eye.
Oh, I couldn't put that better myself. Functional and extremely pleasing to the eye.
You'll find that I've also given particular consideration to traffic patterns.
You strike me as the kind of man who'd be particularly concerned about traffic patterns.
Yes, indeed.
Well, knowing your preference for durable materials, I've incorporated them throughout the entire structure.
Marvelous structure.
The innovation of which I'm proudest is the animated high-buttoned double-dipped dribble machine, which automatically decapitates anyone who tries to use it.
Splendid idea.
Well, Mr. Anderson?
Well, what?
What's your decision about the building?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it some more thought. Frankly, Blake, you don't seem to explain it very well.
How did you happen to hear about me, Miss Ortega?
Oh, I just loved what you did to the Harrington house. And now that I've seen this one, I'm even more impressed.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to sit down?
Does it seem to be a little cold in here?
Oh, a little. Would you rather have a hot drink?
Oh, no, I don't think it's that. It's, the air actually seems to be getting colder in here.
Excuse me, I'm going to check the thermostat. Jordan?
What do you want?
I want to adjust the thermostat.
You can't. It's on my side of the house.
Then you adjust it. I'm freezing in here.
I'm not cold.
I don't care if you're cold or not. Unlock the door.
Nope.
And I'll go outside and come in the other way.
You put 1 foot on this side of the house and you'll be in contempt of court. I did pin it on the bulletin board. You have not read the bulletin board for 3 days.
I've been busy.
How long does it take? Maybe you should invest in a course in speed reading.
For the kind of stuff you write?
Believe me, I only write what is absolutely necessary. Just read this.
Why should I read it? Tell me what you want.
We agreed that we would communicate through the bulletin board.
So trot your little note right out to the kitchen and pin it on the bulletin board.
When are you going to read it?
When I get around to it.
Why can't you read it now?
I don't want to read it now.
That's not fair.
If you want me to know what's in that note right now, you're going to have to tell me.
Do you know where my onyx cufflinks are?
Yes.
Where are they?
There's nothing in our separation agreement that says that I have to tell you where your onyx cufflinks are. The least you can do is take me to the gas station.
There's nothing in our separation agreement that says I have to drive you to the gas station? I'm fixing my dinner.
If you check the schedule, you would see it's my time for the kitchen.
I'm sorry about the schedule, but I have a business appointment tonight, and I have to eat now.
What makes you think I even care about your business appointment?
If I don't get this job, maybe you'd like to pay my share of the rent.
Okay. But you get out, and I'll cook for both of us.
Could have said something before I went to all that trouble.
By the way, you had a call from a Jane that I haven't posted yet.
What of a Jane?
You'd know more about that than I would.
Oh, you mean Jane? She's...
Oh, you don't have to explain Jane to me.
You got a call I haven't posted yet either. Some joker named Harry.
Harry who?
Didn't say. He sounded pretty wispy to me.
I don't know any Wispy Harry.
You're only eating one thing at a time.
I've always eaten that way. Your little finger sticks straight out. Maybe that call from Wispy Harry was for you.
That is an old football injury.
If you say so.
What kind of crack is that?
Who said that was a crack?
You telling me I don't know a crack when I hear one?
I don't care if you're the world's foremost authority on cracks. That was not a crack.
Well, then what was it?
Just a comment. A plain and simple comment.
That kind of comment I can do without.
Jordan? Jordan, wake up! Jordan!
You know what time it is. What do you want?
I think there's a burglar in the house.
It's your imagination.
It's not.
Well, he's on your side. You handle it. Look, Bits.
Are you all right?
Yes, but I think he's getting closer.
Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. Remember, you've got the gun.
But you took the bullets because you didn't think it was safe.
Don't panic. I'll bring the bullets. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'm coming with the bullets. Where is he?
I can't tell. I hear noises all over.
Give me the gun.
What are you doing down there?
I got the bullets.
Oh. Here.
Never mind the rest of them. If I don't get him with the first shot, he'll probably kill us anyway.
Oh.
What is it?
I think he's in the bathroom. Jordan?
I'm okay. Oh, well, watch out for the glass.
Is he in here?
No. I should have put bulletproof mirror on that wall. I could have killed myself.
I can't seem to stop shaking.
You You go back to bed and I'll stand guard.
Jordan,
Hmm?
you might as well get comfortable while you're standing guard.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
It's a lot more comfortable over here.
There?
Mrs. Blake? Yes. Dr. Holland, Mrs. Blake is here. Go right in. Thank you.
Come in, Mrs. Blake. I think you'll find that chair comfortable.
Thank you.
What seems to be your trouble?
Oh, I didn't come for myself. Actually, I'm very happily married, but I have this friend.
Doesn't everybody?
Well, what I mean is, she's, well...
Don't be nervous, Mrs. Blake. Just relax. Tell me all about your problem, your friend's problem, as if I were a very old, very wise, and understanding friend.
Well, actually, her husband's a very nice man. He's kind and considerate. Good morning. May I help you?
I have a 2 o'clock appointment with Dr. Holland.
Oh, what is your name, please?
Didn't you put down an appointment for 2 o'clock?
Oh, yes, here it is. And everything would be just great if they just wouldn't fight so much.
Well, unfortunately, Mrs. Blake, it isn't always true that marriage is a 50-50 proposition. There are times when one partner must take a mature attitude and rise above the lapses of the other partner. Now, the very fact that you came here alone, for your friend, leads me to believe that you're the one who can persuade her that she must be the mature partner, to forgive and forget. Marriage should be based on love and trust. But no marriage can be maintained unless one forgives and forgets.
Dr. Holland, your 2 o'clock appointment is here. Thank you, Dr. Holland.
I think you can go out this door, Mrs. Blake.
Go right in.
Sit down, Mr. Dingle. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Mr. Dingle?
Oh, yes, Dingle. That's absolutely correct. Dingle. As in Dingling.
Now then, Mr. Dingle, just relax. Consider me as a very old and wise and understanding friend and tell me everything that's bothering you about your marriage.
Well, first of all, Doctor, I don't want to give you the wrong idea about my wife. They just don't come any better than Mrs. Dingle. But
Mature partner, to forgive and forget.
you certainly have helped me to see things in a different light. Certainly do appreciate it.
That's why I'm here, Mr. Ingle.
It's a pop fly to center field. Makowitz is running for it, and it looks like he's going to get it. He caught it! Picked it right out of the air, and there goes the ball game!
Damn.
Tough day.
One square pair, 2 phony names, 3 friends, and a gay couple that wants to adopt. Call my wife and tell her I'll be working late tonight.
Doesn't your conscience hurt you?
Yes. It isn't right to call it work.
Hey, Beach, look at this. If I transpose the entry right there, I can get a whole new, completely different floor plan.
That's really clever.
Fitz, I've been thinking.
So have I.
We've had some really great times together.
Some wonderful times.
So maybe if we kind of cut down on the fights.
I'd like to try.
So would I. We'll be mature and forgive and forget.
You went to that marriage counselor,
Well, was that a crime?
and now you're going to be mature about the whole thing.
Well, you went too.
What makes you think you're the only mature partner in this marriage? I'm every bit as mature as you are. If anything, more mature.
And why are you always starting fights?
I don't start fights. You started the last one because I told Laura Cunningham.
No, I told you that there are no architectural flaws in this house.
And you're the one who accused me of ruining our honeymoon.
I didn't say you ruined our honeymoon. My mother said you ruined our honeymoon.
And you had the nerve to call my brother.
He is.
He is not. And it's for your degenerate Uncle Harold.
My Uncle Harold is not degenerate. All right, a little tilted maybe. But at least he doesn't go around using my razor blades to carve marble.
Spoken like a true middle-of-the-tube toothpaste squeezer.
I deserve a statue in the park for living with you as long as I have.
Veronica Tonks. This is my night for the living room.
Why are you ringing your own doorbell?
Oh, well, it wasn't working.
Seems to be working now.
Yeah.
All right. hear you.
Jordan's in his bedroom.
Oh, I didn't come here to see Jordan.
Oh?
Bitsy, aren't you glad to see me?
You want cartwheels, cheers, first the song?
No, but a little more enthusiasm wouldn't hurt.
Okay. I'm glad to see you.
Well, I don't call that going overboard, but it's better.
I might as well tell you. If Jordan sent you to soften me up, you're wasting your time.
Now, where did you get a crazy idea like that?
Oh, well, because, I thought because you're here. Why are you here?
Oh, Bitsy, don't you like me?
Sure.
Well, I like you. I always have.
I get the definite feeling you're trying to tell me something.
I am. I'm trying to tell you that you don't have to be lonely.
Artie. Well, you and Jordan are friends.
I know. It's the least I could do.
Well, if it isn't Prince Charming, you should really speak to Jordan about giving you some time off.
Well, we're taking a coffee break.
How nice. I don't know of anyone who needs to keep his strength up more.
Tell me, Jessica, do you come from a long line of acupuncturists?
What makes you ask that?
You jab the old needle so well.
Well, thank you, darling. But it's easy when you enjoy your work.
Like swiping samples?
Even that beats swiping wives. Besides, I didn't swipe these samples, I just borrowed them.
Well, that's all I do with wives.
Did it ever occur to you to leave Jordan and Bitsy alone?
Well, look who's talking. What about the propaganda you've been dishing out to Bitsy?
All I did was offer some sound financial suggestions.
You know, you surprise me, Jessica.
I can't imagine how.
I thought you had the touch of the old hots for Jordan yourself.
Me, Jordan? Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Well, I guess I got the wrong vibes.
Where is Jordan?
He's in the kitchen having coffee.
Bye, Casanova. Chin up or whatever.
Ciao.
Thelma! Oh, hi, Jordan. I was looking for Thelma.
Hi. You'll have better luck if you look for her tomorrow. She isn't here today.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, coffee smells good.
Help yourself.
Thank you. You, seem a little bit down today, Jordan.
Well, I don't know why. Outside of my marriage being shot and losing my house, everything's fine.
You know, just because you and Bitsy didn't make it together doesn't mean that you're a failure as a husband.
I never expected a friend of Bitsy's to say that.
I wish you'd think of me as your friend, too.
That's very nice of you, Jessica.
You know, maybe you and Bitsy just weren't meant to be. Oh, goodness knows I'm Bitsy's best friend. But I'd be the last to claim she's always easy to get along with.
You don't have to tell me that. Believe me, I tried.
Oh, I know you did. You know what you need, Jordan? You need a woman who'll really care about you.
I couldn't have put it better.
You know, one of your buttons looks a little bit loose. Right there.
It is. Well, ask Thelma to sew it on for me.
Oh, don't be silly. I'll do it for you right now.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, but I want to.
Well, Thelma can do it.
Oh, don't be silly. So can I. Besides, why take a chance on losing your button?
Oh, if you really don't mind.
Oh, I'd love to. You know, I'm really very domestic at heart. Cooking, sewing, cleaning.
I never would have suspected it.
Well, we'll just have to get to know each other a little better now, won't we? You know, Jordan, what you need is a woman who will love and cherish you. A woman who will feel that it's a privilege to be your wife. A woman who'll do all the little loving things for you. Like sewing on your buttons and things like that, you know.
But where am I going to find a woman like that?
I've got an appointment.
Crazy. They're all crazy.
Feeling lucky today?
I'm going to take you, buddy boy.
Yeah, you don't look like Johnny Miller to me.
Well, I don't have to in here. Wait till we get out there.
He's scaring me to death. $2 a hole? You're on.
Hey, Jim. Hi, Craig. How are you doing? Good to see you. Right, nice to see you. I didn't know you got up this early.
I didn't. I stayed up.
Hey, well, aren't you on the Blake divorce case?
Yeah, I'm representing Bitsy.
Nice going. How you making out?
If you mean has she succumbed to my charms, the answer is no. Not yet.
You must be slipping.
Oh, no way, old buddy. No way. Having an affair with her attorney is a divorcee's first step toward emancipation. So I've made it part of my specialized service.
Wait. And I have to get in corporate law. I just hope you know what you've done.
Sure, I know what I've done. Nothing.
Nothing. You call being the talk of the locker room nothing?
What locker room?
What difference does it make what locker room?
Does it make any difference who is doing the talking?
That Casanova of the legal world with his sincere hair and toothy smile. Good old Craig Ryan, who happens to be your lawyer.
You don't say.
You know what the next step is, don't you? The next step is to have your phone number on the wall of the men's room.
What concern is that of yours?
Oh, I'm just your husband.
Not for long.
Why can't you at least wait till we're divorced before you disgrace yourself?
Because, number one, I have done nothing to disgrace myself. Number two, I regret that. And number three, I intend to correct that right now. Craig Ryan, please. Elizabeth Blake. Craig, there's some things about the divorce I'd like to discuss with you. No, but I am free this evening. 7 o'clock? Fine. Bye-bye. Well, anyway.
Here you are. Thank you.
I don't know if I need another one. How many have we had anyway?
Almost enough. Bitsy, tell me, do you always think of me as just your lawyer?
You are my lawyer.
Yes, I know, but I wonder if it would be possible for you to also think of me as a friend.
Yes. I'm feeling friendlier all the time.
Good, good. Then I can talk to you as a friend.
Feel free.
You may not think so, Bitsy, but I'm a very serious man.
I didn't think so.
I've been doing a great deal of thinking about the state of the world, and I've come to one conclusion. I think the whole trouble with the world today is the failure to communicate.
Why, Craig, that's very deep.
And the ultimate form of communication is love.
That's beautiful.
And the ultimate form of love is sex.
That's very beautiful. Very deep.
Bitsy, wouldn't you personally like to contribute to the peace of the world?
Oh, yes.
Fine. Don't you think we should go to my apartment so that we could communicate a little better?
I certainly do.
Good. Jack, please.
Marty, it's just not going to work. All they've got to do is take one good look at me and they'll know I'm married.
Good looks.
No, I just can't do it anyway. Do you have any idea how long I've been married? Faithfully married?
Jordy, that's ancient history.
You see what I mean? I'm too old for this stuff.
Sit down. See that blonde over there?
Which one?
In blue. That one suit you?
She's gorgeous.
Well, go on.
Go on and do what?
Go on and do your thing.
That's what I've been trying to tell you all evening. I haven't got a thing.
Jody, haven't you ever picked up a girl before?
Sure, but that was a long time ago.
Well, some things never change. Go up there and ask her if she'd like a drink.
Ask her. Then what?
Take brother's word for it. You'll know.
Miss, I wonder if...
Hi, I'm Gina. I'll have a Mai Tai.
A Mai Tai? Well, we'll just have to make that too.
Damn!
What's the matter?
I'm out of gas.
Oh.
Fill it up, will you please?
What kind?
What kind? Premium, you idiot. Look, I wonder if you could hurry up. Yeah, just leave the windshield alone, will you please? I want to get out of here. And keep your eyes in your head. Hey, wait a minute. You spilled gas all over the back of the car. Hey, clean the gas off the back of the car, will you please? I am ordering you to wash the gas off the back of the car. And I feel it only fair to warn you that I was intercollegiate karate champion for 3 straight years. Ha! Oh.
Where do you want to go now?
Anywhere you say.
Okay, let's go. Well, I say.
Say it's an emergency.
Dr. Martin?
Good solid construction. Whose pad is this?
Mine.
Wow.
I think I'll get into something comfortable. Why don't you get out of some of those hot clothes? I'll only be a minute. Find yourself a robe in the closet over there, huh? This is it.
All right.
Dr. Martin said we could come right in. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be right with you.
He's a woman?
She's a dentist.
Wait, if you think I'm going to let him, her, work on my mouth, you're out of your mind.
She's the only one willing to take you.
The only one?
This dentist or no dentist.
All right.
take the impressions now and try to fit you in for an appointment next week.
I want you to do it all now.
What did he say? He wants you to do it all now. That would take all night. It's okay. It would be very expensive.
I'll pay anything you ask.
He'll pay you anything you ask. Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Santa Claus lives.
You'll be famous as the guy who ran out on Gina.
Funny. So I'm just not emotionally equipped to be a swinger.
You're okay.
It's like driving your own car. You feel uncomfortable in a taxi.
Okay.
Besides, I thought she was setting me up for something.
What, a nice girl like Gina?
How can she be such a nice girl if she's making it with every guy who comes along?
She doesn't make it with every guy that comes along, only the guys that she likes.
Every other guy, maybe?
Look, am I a nice guy, Jody?
Well, what kind of a dumb question is that?
Well, I try to make it with every chick I like.
It's different.
Jody, you really out of touch. I've been giving your case a lot of thought, and you've been out of action so long that just too old to train.
What's left for me, suicide?
Nope. You're destined to stay married. Patch it up with Bitsy.
I suppose Bitsy doesn't feel like patching.
Persuade her, shower her with presents. That's always a great argument.
She does need a new vacuum cleaner.
No, something frivolous, like a fur coat.
Oh, she'd kill me. She's president of the local chapter for the preservation of wild animals. But she always wanted a fake fur coat.
Buy it.
No, I suppose I could give it to her for our anniversary Friday.
Perfect.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, I'll have a little more. Ah, very good. Thank you. Oh, Bitsy, darling, you didn't eat a thing.
I wasn't very hungry.
Oh, I should live to see such a day. Listen, Bitsy, I know that you're upset over this divorce thing, but look at it this way. Once a girl gets her first divorce, then a firm financial settlement behind her, then she's free to go out and do whatever she pleases.
Jessica, it just doesn't work that way. California is a community property state.
For good. You take the property and let him have the community.
There's also a no liability law now.
What does that mean?
For one thing, I'm making more money than Jordan is. I could end up paying him alimony.
That's un-American.
I know.
Oh, that threatens the very foundation of marriage.
It's the law.
Well, that's really careless. I mean, you've devoted a lifetime to that brute.
It wasn't exactly a lifetime, Jessica. Friday would have been our 10th anniversary.
Well, the principles seem. And Bitsy, darling, have you ever thought that maybe this divorce isn't such a good idea after all? Oh, I know it'll mean giving up dates with all these glamorous men and things like that, but...
Well, for the sample I've had, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Then call it off.
That's not as easy as it sounds. I can't just waltz up to Jordan and say, "Good morning, darling. I've decided not to divorce you."
I would. Well, if you want to be more subtle about it, why didn't you surprise him with a party on your anniversary Friday?
I can't do that.
Oh, of course you can. Besides, anyone can see you two belong together.
I thought you said Jordan was a little...
Well, that's exactly my point. He doesn't deserve one of these new divorces.
soft as dandelion fuzz of the warm and wistful faces in a world that never was. Sunburned girls in sleeveless jackets, apple ripe for any beau, daily swinging tennis rackets down the lanes of long ago. Once the world bright and dancing, was it merely make-believe? And the one who caught my fancy, was it Gary? Was it Steve? Did he bring the yellow daisies? Did he link his arm in mine? Is the dream I left behind me just a cardboard valentine? Will I find it? Never, never, gone like dandelion flies. Must my love be lost forever in a world that never was? Must my love be lost forever in a world that never was?
Thelma? Thelma?
Just a minute while I put down this wet mop. Okay.
Are you alone?
I've been alone since 1957.
We're going to have a surprise party with a real surprise.
Thelma, did my gray suit come back from the cleaners?
Oh, yeah. Just came. That reminds me, Mrs. Blake said if you have any old clothes, put them in the hall closet for the Goodwill.
Did she say anything about Friday?
Which Friday?
This Friday.
Oh, yeah, she said she's going to be out of town.
Thelma, did Bitsy say how long she'd be out of town?
Do you want me to ask her?
Thanks anyway.
Haven't seen anything of a woman running around naked, have you?
My goodness, no.
Yeah, well, it's probably somebody's wishful thinking.
Well, we can't just keep on sitting here. Tell me where you live and I'll drive you home.
Not unless you want my boyfriend mad at you.
How big is he?
Pressure? He's about...
Never mind, I'll take you to my house and you can borrow some of my wife's clothes.
You sure your wife won't mind?
Well, she's out of town. And then we'll call you a cab and you can go wherever you please.
How am I going to pay for a taxi?
I'll pay for it, okay?
Okay.
Crusher doesn't object to your being a rent-a-nude model?
What's to object? It's part of my training to be a dramatic actress.
Does it ever bother you?
If you don't think about being nude, you actually forget you're not wearing any clothes. I've already picked out my movie name, Mardine. I figured I needed something different.
That's different.
I made it up myself. It's easy to say because it sounds like sardine. No catchy? Huh?
Unforgettable.
Gee, you've got a terrific house.
Thank you.
Yeah? Are you sure your wife's out of town? It's a party! Ooh, I just love parties.
Let me take your coat and,
Oh, my God!
I was here this morning and I'd like to see the house again.
What do you want to see?
All of it, naturally, since I'm going to buy it.
You're thinking of buying this house?
I've definitely made up my mind to buy it.
Then you know about the plumbing.
Know what about the plumbing?
Oh, it's not important.
That is clever.
Yeah. All the little things turned out so well.
What about the plumbing?
It's something technical. I don't understand it.
But the man's supposed to be a good architect.
He is. I don't think you got a thing to worry about.
Well, I hope not.
They didn't tell you about the plumbing?
No.
Well, why do you think they're selling the house?
Because of the divorce.
Oh. Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll think of a way to fix it. Do you want to see the upstairs?
I don't think so.
The bedrooms are terrific.
I know, but I'm not sure that I really need a house quite this large.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Miss White? Yes.
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Blake. Oh, this is my husband, Miss Blake.
How do you do?
Nice meeting you. My pleasure.
Mr. Mancos at the real estate office said it would be all right if we looked at the house.
Yes, he called. Would you like for one of us to show you around?
Oh, no, I think it would be best if we looked by ourselves, don't you, Roscoe?
Yes, not that you're hiding anything. Take as much time as you like.
Thank you. fabulous.
Shh, they'll hear you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I live with it. It's a lovely house.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I really feel we can make something of this house, don't you, Roscoe?
Yes, dear, I do.
Of course, we'll have to repaint most of the rooms and remodel the kitchen.
And don't forget the paneling in the den, Dodo.
Oh, yes, that would have to go. And I want to partition off the living room.
Still, you have to admit it does have possibility.
Oh, I'm certain we can make it quite livable.
You understand, of course, that the cost of getting the place in shape would have to be deducted from that astronomical price you're asking.
Jordan.
Out.
Roscoe.
Out! Do what he says, dear.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure. Would you believe the nerve of those people? Why, this house is perfect.
For us.
Well, certainly for us.
Maybe we can't expect anyone else to keep it like it is.
Well, there must be somebody who'll love it as much as we do.
There probably is, but where are they?
Why don't we try to sell it ourselves?
That would take months.
You work so hard and so long to make our dreams of this house come true.
We were lucky. Dreams never come true for some people.
Then how can you bear to have it torn apart?
I can't.
Fitz, would you be willing to hold off on the divorce until we can sell it to the right people?
Well, would you?
Yeah.
Then so would I.
A ceasefire?
A ceasefire.
Well, I'd say that calls for a drink. What would you like?
Oh, I want a margarita with lots of salt on it.
We're out of tequila.
Well, it wasn't my turn to buy it.
Yes, it was.
Well, how could it be my turn when I bought the last bottle?
No, you didn't. I distinctly remember.
I don't care what you remember.
Bitsy, I want you to think about something.
What?
If we're going to be living in the house together,
Yes?
we might as well be living in the house together. I mean, living together in the house. I just want you to think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking about it. Where are you going?
I'm going to buy some tequila.
Just a minute and I'll come with you.